Good morning, everybody. I'm going to go over the surface area quiz 1. So we're looking at this shape here, and I'll zoom into it. Calculate the total surface area of the square pyramid. So there's a square in the base and then 4 lateral sides. So I could think about it like this here. I can draw the square net, and this might help me out a bit, because now I know that this is 14, and the height of one of these triangles is 24. So, if I know that this is a square pyramid, I know that this is also going to be 14, because all sides in a square are equal to each other. So I can figure out the area of the square, and then also the area of the 4 triangles, the lateral sides. So here it's just going to be 14 times 14, which is going to be 196. The 4 triangles, well, it's the base times height, my Lord, divided by 2. 14 times 24 divided by 2. Okay, so I'm just going to do the multiplication over here. 14, 24, 16, 80, 40, 200, plus 6, 12, 3, so that's equal to 336. Now I need to divide 336 by 2. So I just did this multiplication. So 2 goes into 33. 2 goes into 3 one time. 6 times 6 is 12. 1, bring down to 6. That's 8. So 168 is the area of one triangle. But I need 4, so I'm going to do 168 times 4. 32, 4 times 6, 240, 4 times 1. Okay, 2, 7, 6. So I multiplied now 168 times 4, which gave me 672. So I figured out the area of one triangle, then I multiplied by 4, which gives me 672. Now I just need to add 672 and 196. Sorry. 196, because the area of the square is 196, and the area of the 4 triangles is going to be 672. So add them up together. That's going to be 8, 6, carry the 1, and 8. 868 units squared. And therefore my answer is C. If you're ever stuck, I suggest doing this. Open it up into the surface net so you can see and you can figure out the area of each shape. Okay. Problem 2. The dimensions of a solid block of cheese in the shape of a triangular prism are shown below, which is the best estimate of the surface area of a block of cheese in cubic centimeters. So I'm going to actually turn all of these. It says best estimate. So I'm going to approximate all of these. So instead of 6.1, I'm going to make this 6. Instead of 5.9, I'm going to make this also 6. 12.9, well, that's really close to 13. 2.9 is 3. And then 6.9 is really close to 7. Now, if I draw the surface net for it, it's going to look something like this. I've got 3 rectangles in this prism, and I've got 2 triangular bases. So I'm going to figure out the area of the triangles, and then I'm also going to figure out the area of the rectangles. Now remember, there's 3 rectangles here. Okay, so I'll do the triangles first. So the base of the triangle is 3. Base times height, my Lord, which is 7. and then divided by 2. So 3 times 7 is going to be 21. Divided by 2 is going to be 10.5. But then I'm going to multiply it by 2, 10.5 times 2, because there's 1, 2 bases, which will just take me back to 21. So 21 is going to be the area of the two triangles. Now I need to figure out these 3 rectangles. Okay, so the first rectangle, you could start at any one, but I'm going to start at this one right here. All right, so the length is 13, and the width here is 6. The 7 is the height of the triangle. It's not any measurement of this rectangle. So it's going to be 13 times 6. Now I'll do the one in the base, or the one at the bottom, which is this here. So it's 13 by 3. I'll point out the rectangle I'm doing is this one, here, and here. And finally, 13 times, I'm doing the one in the front here. It's 13, I don't know this, but I do know this one here. 13 by 6. And 13 times 6 is going to be 78. 13 times 3 is 39. 13 times 6 is also 78. Add these together. 8 plus 9 is 17. Plus 8 is 25, so 5, carry the 2, 9, 12, and 19. 195. So now I've got 195, which is the area of all 3 rectangles. So now I just need to add 195 plus 21, which gives me 216 centimeters cubed, which is going to be D. Now, the way that I did it, I drew a net and kind of unopened the shape and realized that there are 3 rectangles, and I calculated the area of each rectangle, and also calculated the area of the 2 triangles. Base times height divided by 2, but then I multiplied by 2 because there are 2 triangles. Okay, last problem. Find the surface area of the rectangular prism below. Okay, well, in a rectangular prism, there are 3 sets of equal sides. So let's do the front and back. It doesn't matter which one you do first. Front and back. We'll do the sides. And then we'll do the top and bottom. There's 3 sets of equal side. There's total of 6 sides. So front and back, we'll do this here and this one here. So it's 12 by 4, which can equal 48. That gives me the area of 1, but I know that this side right here is equal to this side. So I just need to multiply it by 2, because there's 2 equal sides, which gives me 96. Now we'll do the sides. It's 4, so it's this right here and this right here. 4 by 5, which is 20. Then multiply by 2, which is going to be 40. And finally the top and bottom, so I'm going to do this one right here, which is 12 by 5, which is 60. And this side is equal to the top, so I'll just multiply by 2. Now I just need to add all these together. Six, 13, 15, carry the 1, and 256 centimeters cubed. The answer is D. So, calculate the area of the front and the back, the sides, and then the top and bottom. All right? Thank you very much, everybody. That's the first video. Go ahead and grab quiz 2.